Hey guys, it has been a little bit since Christmas in Crockett. I had some kind of crazy family stuff happen, and also Thanksgiving happened, and I also had to travel because of my crazy family things that came up. So I'm home now. It is December 1st, so it's been about 2 weeks since Christmas in Crockett. If you want to know what was going on, I actually posted in my community tab about why I didn't upload last week, and so there's that if you are interested. I'm not going to divulge much other than go look at that if you want to know what happened. So yeah, I'm home now. I actually wanted to show you guys this awesome sweatshirt I got on before I get started about the recap about the Christmas in Crockett event. This is a gift I got from somebody at church the day before I left, and she got this cute little sweater customized for me. It has my name on the sleeve. It's got this cute little yarn love thing, and then down here is a little pocket. You can unbutton it and put some yarn in there, and then there's a smaller side pocket here where it's like halfway sewn up so that the yarn ball doesn't fall out, and you can button it up and it's still kind of open at the top, and you can just walk around and crochet if you want. So I'm very thankful to Danielle for getting this for me. I had no idea she was doing this. She just like stumbled upon it. It got recommended to her online and she bought it for me. So that was very nice. Thank you so much, Danielle. Before we get into the results from this market, I need to take a quick moment to thank today's sponsor, Moonbin. Moonbin sent me a free thermal printer. This printer is an ideal partner to meet your small business needs. What I love about it is that you can print directly onto 4x6 printing labels, sticky printing labels, and you can do that from the comfort of your own home. Setting up this printer was super quick and easy. They provided detailed instructions in their user guide, as well as an instructional video on their quick tips card to show you what you need to do if you're a visual learner. Also on their tip card is the different options you have for printing if you're printing an 8x11 sheet or a 4x6 sheet. I really like this thermal printer not only because it was so quick to set up, but it also uses an intelligent paper return feature to make sure that the label is calibrated to print correctly. I know that with a lot of traditional printers, there's a lot of trial and error in getting your paper set up correctly to scan or print. So that's why I really like this calibration feature on this thermal printer a lot, and that it was so quick to calibrate the printer. If you have any issues, Moonbin also has 24/7 online tech support, and they offer forums and articles as well as an online chat feature to help you through any problems that you may be having. Moonbin has an app that makes it really easy to make cute stickers and print labels from your phone. Their app provides all sorts of templates to choose from cute thank you stickers to labels for products, and you can even use this to make labels for your pantry storage containers at home. I can really see myself doing that in the future. I've been really meaning to relabel all of my spice rack containers. If you can't find a template that you like, you can always make your own label using the Create button. You can choose from tons of stickers, borders, shapes, icons, and more to get your desired look, as well as adding text, barcodes, QR codes, and more. You can even upload your own files to the app and print them onto your labels that way. That's what I did with my own logo. I used one 4x6 sheet to make pieces of scrap logo stickers. In addition, I also made a sticker sheet so that you could scan for my contact information. Also in the app is a support tab where you can access their frequently asked questions or even ask a question of your own in the Q&A tab. Moonbin has been kind enough to provide my viewers with a discount code in the description of this video, so check it out if you're interested in getting one of your own. And thank you so much, Moonbin, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now let's get back into the market recap. So Christmas in Crockett wasn't as much traffic as I expected. I was expecting more than the Peanut Festival. I did more in sales than the Peanut Festival, but not significantly more. I was thinking that because Christmas in Crockett is an event where there's only shops and food and stuff like that, and not like rides and stuff that people would be prepared to make purchases and make gift purchases for like Christmas and stuff. So I was expecting a lot more in sales. That being said, my husband had walked around the event to kind of scope out some stuff before he got us some lunch. And he said that there were 5 other crochet booths there, so I had quite a bit of competition. However, everybody who also looked at those booths and came and told me about it told me that I had the most variety offered at my booth in terms of things that I was selling. A lot of the people who were doing crochet booths there only sold like 2 to 3 different items as crochet items, like squids and chickens, and I think I saw triceratops too. But other than that, I did pretty well. My gross sales were $1,043, with the vast majority of my sales being cash sales, which was $707 of my sales. In terms of the other sales, I didn't have as much variety this time. Last time I got at least one of each. This time I didn't get any Venmo or Zelle sales, and I think it was mostly because there was a bit of an internet issue, and I think a lot of cell phone providers were also throttling their connection with so many people coming into this small town that doesn't normally need that much service. So for example, I had a lot of issues with my card sales. I had to switch it to offline sales to take card sales because otherwise it wasn't processing them, and I mean, it processed them, but not real time, so I had to wait until later after I took those sales to see if they actually went through. And that was only a problem with one sale, and that was somebody who did a back-to-back sale with me. So she purchased like $50+ worth of stuff in her first purchase, and then she came back right away and she said, oh, I also want these, and got like $67 worth of stuff. But that second one, I think because it was so close to the first transaction, got declined. So luckily I had her information. I was able to look her up on Facebook and message her and be like, hey, this got declined, here's all the proof. I sent her a bunch of screenshots because I know that could look really sketchy if you're not familiar with how scams work. So yeah, she ended up cash apping me, so that was my one cash app sale of $67. And then I did $269 in Square purchases. So all of those transactions come down to $702.43 after you take out all the fees and taxes and my booth fee. If we're looking at how much I made, if we factor in my time, if I was paying myself an hourly wage, it would be $249.53. So still not bad, still not really a number I'm relying on. I just think of that as a nice reminder of if I was doing this full time and I wanted to pay myself, then I would need to maybe focus on more projects that have less time factored into them and more profit margin. And that's also something I need to look into too, is if in the future I want to increase the percentage of profit I put into my pricing of my items, because right now I think I only have a 5% profit margin. If I wanted to increase that in the future, it might bump my prices up a little bit, but I would be getting more in that materials plus time category of my income. So then what sold? Out of no surprise to anybody, my chickens were a bestseller again. I sold 9 out of 13 of the chickens that I made for this event. And then my second bestseller was the chunky mushrooms. I sold 7 out of 8 of them. Third place was my mini turtles. I made 7 for this event and only sold 6 of them, so that's the majority. And then my chubby froggies also tied for third. I made 4 for the event and I made 2 while I was there because they were selling so quickly. And then finally in fourth place of my bestsellers were my mini bees. I didn't sell as many of these as I wanted to. I made 16 for this event. I cranked out so many of the new version of my mini bees. Instead of the acrylic yarn, I'm using this thicker yarn bee blanket yarn instead. So it's a bit puffier, a bit softer. I think a lot of people saw other things in my booth that they liked more than the mini bees, and that's probably why I didn't sell as many of those as I wanted to. And then on to my worst sellers. These are just items I didn't sell any of during this event, and that would be my granny square bags, my capybara, only had one of those, My toddler bear hats, that's no surprise to me. Nobody really is in, like, everybody thinks they're cute, but nobody has anybody in mind that, you know, would fit that size of hat. And then my scrunchies, mini wreath ornaments. I was really bummed about that because I made a bunch of them for this event because I was thinking Christmas in Crockett, people might want ornaments. Not for me, apparently. And then we've got the ugly sweater ornaments. These are ornaments I didn't make for this event. I kind of just stole them from my Christmas tree decoration box. I made them last year for an ugly sweater competition. My ugly sweater was an ugly sweater covered in smaller ugly sweaters. So I had ugly sweater ornaments, none of them sold. Large pumpkins and medium pumpkins, didn't sell any of those. Not a surprise, it's not really fall anymore. People are looking at more Christmas decoration type things. And I meant to make trees for this event, I just never had time. So no trees, just pumpkins, and nobody wanted them. I did sell 2 of the small pumpkins though, which was nice. I made a puppy for this, nobody wanted the puppy. And then my teddy bears didn't sell. However, both of my teddy bears are now claimed for commissions. And I also have to make 2 more for commissions, so everybody knows how I feel about that, but I will get it done, and I will potentially make my own teddy bear pattern because I don't like that pattern so much. So yeah, a lot of not good sellers, but I had a bigger inventory this time, and I'm actually pretty happy with how it went. I sold one of my flower purses, which was really awesome, and there was a lot of interest in the flower purses until people saw the price tag, and I can understand that, and that's kind of why I was reluctant to increase the price on it. They're still priced at $55, and I don't think I will increase them any higher. However, I think they will sell better once I get them online and on Etsy. So my key takeaways from this event, I feel like I've learned a lot from the Peanut Festival about better note-taking, better preparation before the event so that I know how much cash I have, how I want to keep a running transaction list, all of that. However, there are some things that I need to do better next time. For example, this was kind of an afterthought, but I reconciled my inventory before the event, which I'm very glad that I did. Because when I reconciled my inventory after the event, I realized that I had 2 thefts happen, and it was kind of frustrating because the item that got stolen were my fruit slice keychains. 2 of them got stolen. I'm frustrated about it because they were like literally right in front of me. The way that I had my booth set up was I had 2 tables, and it was kind of like a hallway so that you can walk through and filter through. I had the plushies across from me so I could take a look and know when I need to restock some things. And all the things that I didn't think would sell as well were on the table that was in front of me, directly in front of me. And the keychains were like right here on that table. And there was a little sign up above it with my payment method, so I couldn't see my keychains there. And I wasn't really trying to make sure anybody didn't steal anything. I was just kind of just hanging out. But I did have 2 fruit slice keychains stolen, and that is why it's good to reconcile your inventory so you can see where any discrepancies pop up. For example, it also helped trying to determine what my husband meant to write down, which is my other key takeaway, is to keep consistent notes. Something that my husband did at one point is he heard me say something and wrote it down, but I didn't actually say that. I don't know if I just said the wrong thing or what happened. It doesn't really matter because I was able to figure out what he actually meant by that. But he wrote down that I sold a chubby dino twice, like pretty close in vicinity to each other, but I only had one chubby dino and I had one brontosaur. So I was able to figure out when I reconciled my inventory that one of those purchases was a chubby dinosaur and not a chubby dino, which was good to know. The other discrepancy with that was that the price that I wrote down didn't make sense with the chubby dino and the different items in the transaction. So once I figured out that it was the brontosaur, it made more sense what we charged, but we still charged incorrectly. So my final key takeaway from this event is to bring a calculator. I don't know why I haven't done it. I'm terrible at math. Sometimes Noah, when he's doing math in his head, he doesn't get it correct either. So we were supposed to charge this person $44, but we charged her $42. So I lost out on that $2, but it's okay. It's just $2, and it's a learning curve, learning what I need to bring to these events, but next time I will definitely bring a dedicated calculator. So what's next for me? I don't have a lot of events coming up. I have a pop-up shop that I'm not completely dedicated to. I'm not tied down to going because it's a free event for vendors, so I could go to that if I want to. I might not, just because I'm trying to catch up on all my commissions. I had a lot of Christmas commissions come in, and I'm done about half of them now that I'm back home. But I do have to make Christmas presents, and that kind of takes priority over going to a pop-up shop and trying to restock my inventory for that, because right now I don't have a lot of inventory in the plushie category specifically. So yeah, I'm focusing on commissions right now. After I'm finished commissions and Christmas presents, I will probably start setting up my Etsy shop, so keep an eye out for that. I should hopefully have that up before the end of the year. If not, it'll be up in January. I'm also periodically trying to do some pattern testing. I've been applying for them like crazy on Instagram whenever I see one that I am really interested in, and right now I'm doing one for Coffee and Crochet 01, which is a creator that I actually reviewed a pattern on YouTube for. I don't know if she chose me because of that, or if you know, it was just at random, but I really appreciate her choosing me. And I will post what I tested there as soon as she's ready for me to. She wants everybody to kind of post their stuff at the same time, which makes sense. That's how I would do it too. Yeah, anyway, if you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up below. Give me a comment in the comment section below about what you want to see in the future. I know you guys like my Instagram free amigurumi pattern review videos. I am thinking about doing a Pinterest one in the future, so let me know if that seems interesting to you and I can do that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great holiday season, and I'll see you guys next time.